How do you get shirts so clean, Mr. Lee?
Ancient Chinese secret.
My husband, some hotshot. Here's his ancient Chinese secret, Calgon. Calgon's 2 water softeners soften wash water so detergents clean better. In hardest water, Calgon helps detergents get laundry up to 30% cleaner. We need more Calgon.
Ancient Chinese secret, huh?
Calgon helps detergents get laundry up to 30% cleaner.
Thanks for joining me. My name's Dave Milner. I am the Unpleasant Blind Guy. And now, a word from our sponsors. We're throwing the old format out the window for this show. I figured I'd kind of be like the government this show and take something that people like and that seems to be working and redo it and just go on with that. I mean, hey, they did that with our health care, right? But I hope you guys like this one better than people seem to be liking Obamacare, because this show is about fun and why the left doesn't want anyone to have it. All right, the first commercial you heard was for Calgon detergent. And this one, if you look at it on YouTube, what you'll see is all sorts of comments. Oh, this is terrible. It's racist. It assumes that all Chinese people work in laundries. You could never run this today, even though the phrase ancient Chinese secret has gotten into our culture. The PC police, as we know, are always out there ready to tell us what is and is not racist or insensitive or this or that or the other thing. And while sometimes they can be right, most of the time they're wrong. And often they spoil a lot of fun. I mean, younger people aren't going to remember that Calgon commercial, but I can almost guarantee they're going to remember the phrase ancient Chinese secret. Well, that's where that comes from. Now, the next one is going to be from Paste Picante Sauce. This was a commercial they did in the 80s, and though Pace has continued to make commercials in a similar way, they never made this commercial again. And you're going to hear a modified version of that commercial now.
I don't know what check that. Hey, Cookie, more pecani sauce. This ain't paste pecani sauce.
What's the difference?
Cookie, paste pecani sauce is made in San Antonio with fresh vegetables and spices by people who know what pecani sauce is supposed to taste like.
This stuff's made in New York City?
New York City?
Get a rope.
Pick up the original picante sauce. Pick up the paste.
Now, an interesting bit about that Paste Picante Sauce commercial. First, the commercial was changed because originally what the cowboy said was, this stuff's made in New Jersey. Now, when that happened and the rest of the commercial went on and the guy says, get a rope, some buzzkill in New Jersey said, oh, well, that's just mean to New Jersey. You need to change it. And the people at Paste Picante Sauce sadly did change it. It was a good, funny commercial, but these people just had to have their own way, so they changed it to New York City, which I guess means that people from New York City don't care what anyone thinks of them. Probably a good thing. Now, here's the second interesting thing about that Paste Picante Sauce commercial. Up until about a year ago, the original, the one that said this stuff's made in New Jersey, was available on YouTube. I saw it. But when I went to look this time, only this version was available. So, this should tell you that the PC police are always out there on patrol, and even YouTube is not immune to their influence. Now next, I'm going to hear a commercial that features Mr. T acting like Mr. T. This commercial also features the most awesome, phony Gatling gun I have ever seen, and I want one. Yes, I know it's fake, but I still want one, because apparently this one fires full-sized Snickers bars. So let's check that one out.
Speed walking! I pity you, fool! You a disgrace to the man race! It's time to run like a real man! Take that, speed walker! Do it again, sucker! And that's gonna be trouble with the capital Mr. T! Get a new Snickers with the lot, sucker!
Now, the problem people had with this one was that supposedly it promoted violence against gays. First of all, how does anyone know that the speedwalker in question is gay? Second of all, this commercial features Mr. T, and there's a little bit of that A-Team feeling to it. This is the kind of thing that people expect from Mr. T. He's an over-the-top entertainer, and he has a lot of fun, and that commercial's a lot of fun. I actually like the tagline at the end of it. I really wish they could have continued this campaign, because it would have been great. But the buzzkills on the left couldn't stand it, so they had to pull the ad. Now, I'm going to talk about the worst of the lot. This one is so offensive, you may want to cover your kids' ears, or you may not. Because I'm talking about El Frito Bandito.
I heard you want to be a frito bandito like me. You do? Then you must sing the bandito song. Let's sing together. You just follow the bouncing Fritos corn chips bag. Ay, 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 ay. I am the frito bandito. Hey, I like Fritos corn chips. I love them, I do. I want Fritos corn chips. I'll get them from you. Ay, 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 ay. Oh, I am the frito bandito. Give me Fritos corn chips and I'll be your friend. The frito bandito, you must not offend. Now, boys and girls, you are frito banditos too. You sing the frito bandito song and you loco for crunchy Fritos corn chips. That's nice. Munch, munch, munchy bunchy Fritos corn chips.
All right. I think we can all guess who it was that complained about this commercial and all of the other Frito Bandito commercials. Now, these began in the 1960s and continued into the 1970s. And it showed the cartoon character basically robbing people of their Fritos corn chips. Now, as a kid, when I would take my Fritos corn chips to school, if I had any, I was never afraid that my friend Jesse or any of the other Mexicans I went to school with were going to pull out Colt Dragoons and rob me of my Fritos corn chips. It was a commercial. It was a cartoon. It wasn't real. I didn't associate any behavior of the cartoon character with the behavior of Mexican Americans or Mexican nationals for that matter. But Frito-Lay finally succumbed to pressure from the Mexican groups and decided to pull the ads, which is a shame because they made a lot of good and fun ads. In the end, guys, unless it's making fun of people they disagree with, the left hates fun. They want everyone to be sensitive of everyone else and serious about everything and miserable. It's not about respect, as they say, because people can look at ads and they can realize that it is television or whatever medium and that this is not how ordinary people really are in the real world. Chinese people don't all work in laundries. I won't say there isn't any bad feeling towards New Jersey, given Chris Christie, but hey, there generally isn't any bad feeling toward New Jersey. People who do speed walking can do so without Mr. T blasting Snickers bars at their butts from a big, huge truck. And nobody believes that the Frito Bandito is real. Nobody. Now, I'm about to close out this Thanksgiving edition of The Unpleasant Blind Guy, but I want to say first that all these commercials are going to be made available through UBG Contact on the Twitter. And if you want to get hold of me with questions, comments, or anything of that nature, you certainly can. And it is Thanksgiving, and as always, I'm thankful for everything I have. In a lot of ways, it's my favorite holiday because it's a day to give thanks. And I'm grateful for so many things that it would actually bust the time limit that I usually like to impose on myself for me to list all the things that I'm thankful for. Things like cats, football, so many things that I have that many others don't have. And most of all, I'm thankful for those of you who have decided to make The Unpleasant Blind Guy a regular stop whenever you see that there's a new one out. Now I'm going to end the show with a little game. I'm going to run a set of 3 commercials put together. It's all based on the same characters. you'll pretty much be able to recognize the first one and the third one as really quick little ads, because for those of you who are younger, a lot of times they would do very short ads back in the day, and they would say, this program is brought to you by, and then they would talk about whatever product it was. Well, the first and third of these ads are like that. The second ad is the one that contains the game. And the game is try and figure out how many ways the buzzkill left would blow a blood vessel if anyone tried to run this commercial today. And that's it for this program. Back to the old format next time. Thank you, and may your God go with you, and have fun.
The Flintstones, brought to you by Winston, America's best-selling, best-tasting filter cigarette.
Winston tastes good, like a cigarette should. They sure work hard, don't they, Barney? Yeah? I hate to see them work so hard. Yeah, me too. Let's go around back where we can't see them. Gee, we ought to do something, Fred. Okay. How's about taking a nap? Hey, I got a better idea. Let's take a Winston break. That's it. Winston is the one filter cigarette that delivers flavor 20 times a pack. Winston's got that filter blend. Yeah, Fred. Filter blend makes the big taste difference, and only Winston has it up front where it counts. Here, ahead of the pure white filter. Winston packs rich tobaccos specially selected and specially processed for good flavor in filter smoking. Yeah, Barney, Winston tastes good like a cigarette should.
The Flintstones has been brought to you by Winston, America's best-selling, best-tasting filter cigarette.
Winston tastes good like a cigarette should.